Right. What is supplementary data management? So we have four types of data. Means first data, the core data, the data which is coming from ERPs. Second is supplementary data, the data which is coming from data forms. We manually enter the data here. Third type of data is journal entries, adjustments. We do adjustments to the original data. Fourth type of data is calculated data, means the data which is coming from rule file. So supplementary data means, right, we can create a data form and then we can enter the data. So here there are some data which has, I mean, text data as well as amount data, right? So supplementary data, for example, credit rating report. Credit rating report, it needs two types of data. One is text data, means the bond rating, AAA, AA plus, BBB, etc. Second one is actual value, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, etc. So these types of data, right, you cannot manipulate the metadata. So you cannot put all AA plus, and every time it will be changing. So whatever the metadata you cannot create, right, through supplementary data forms, you can create a temporary members, and then you can drill down the report to the values. Okay, so that is called supplementary data management. So shall we do it now? Supplementary data management, supplementary data form means we have to create a supplementary data form, and then we have to deploy that form every month, and then you have to enter the values. So let me open the notes for this. Right, just give me 1 second, I'm opening the notes. Right, so there are some steps. Supplementary data form creation, first we have to create the data form, supplementary data form, and then we have to deploy it. Okay, right? So yes, so click on navigate, supplementary data. So right, click on, the very first thing is data collection periods. So first we have to open the periods. How do we open the periods? Click on navigate, supplementary data, and click on data collection period. This is called data collection period. Okay, say collection intervals, data collection periods. So collect intervals, you can put it as default. So data collection periods. So big balance we never use in HFM, I mean FCCS. So January. So here I'll put the start date as any date. Okay, I'll put the start date as some 11th, and end date as 17th. and close date as 19th. Save. So what is the start date, end date, and close date? So every company will have their own reporting cycle, right? Say workday 1 to workday 10, BD 1 to BD 10 means business day 1 to business day 10. So during the days, business days or work days, we allocate some time to supplementary data management, so that right during that time only end user will enter the supplementary data. So that is the start date, end date, and close date. Okay, so you have to click on these three buttons, right? You can see in the notes. So click on save and click on three dots and then open the period. So come here, click on these three dots and then open the period. See, you can see the period is opened. Yeah, this is how save. This is how we open the periods. Every month we'll do the same. We'll open the periods. Then only people can start entering the supplementary data. Right? First step, is it clear? Click on collection period and then give the start date, end date, close date, and then save and then open the period. Yes, next. Data collections, nothing but I told you, right? You have to create a members here. What is that members? Bond value, bond type, bond rating, etc, etc. Right, we'll see bond type, bond rating, bond value. Hmm? Right. So click on data collection. So previously, see, this is called collections. In olden days, means previously they used to call it as data sets. Okay, here we are calling it as collections. Okay, so click on add button. So just give me 1 second. Here we'll see. I'll delete this. Yes, delete. Okay, so form template, just give me 1 second. My investment, right? Delete. Okay. Okay, we'll give another name. Okay, so click on add button. You can give anything, any name. So right, okay, done. So interval, default interval, yes, leave like that. Click on attributes. So here, right, what are the whatever the key identifier, right? So entity dimension, when I click on add attribute, here you can give the attribute names, whether it is required or optional or whatever you want, whether it is text data or whether it is value data, etc, etc. So first one is bond type. Bond type, yes. Input calculated means, input means we manually enter the data. Calculated means it will come from rule file. So data type is text. Okay, is it required? Yes. So right, click OK. Bond type. Second, click on add attribute bond, bond rating, rating. Yes, even this one is text and required. Click OK. Third one is bond value. Okay, this is number. Okay, required. So you can put 1,000 separate as per your country specific. Okay, I'm leaving it like that only. Click OK. So we have three, right, data sets or data collections. So here you have to, when I click on save button, it will ask for a, see, a collection should have at least one key attribute, means group. You have to group it. So I cannot group it with value because it is amount. I cannot group it with rating because there will be too many ratings. So bond type is nothing but secured bond, and we'll create another one. So click on attribute bond NAME name. Okay, row. So text and required. So done. So bond name, it should be unique. So I cannot put it as bond name as key identifier, right? So yes, you cannot duplicate it. When you click on key identifier, you cannot duplicate it. So bond type I cannot put as key identifier, because secured bonds and unsecured bonds, there will be only two. So bond name, since it is unique, right? So what is bond name? Central government bonds, state government bonds, Tata Muthoot Finance bonds, Manappuram bonds, etc. etc. So it will be unique name. So I am keeping bond name as key identifier. Click on save. That's it. Save and close. So I have created my data collections. Nothing but temporary metadata members. So the same members, every time I cannot create a new bond, right? For example, there will be many bonds in the country. Central government bonds, state government bonds, HDFC bonds, Tata, even every company will release the bonds, even blue chip companies like TCS, they have their own bonds, okay? They will release those bonds. So I cannot create each time, I cannot create a new member in the metadata, right? So temporarily we can create in the data form. So next step, right? Form template. Now we have to create a form template, right? So yes, click on form template. So click on add button. See, this is a little bit you have to observe carefully, okay? Right, click on add button. So done. So collection interval default, yes, right? You can, if you want to tick, you can tick, otherwise no, right? Click on instructions. We don't give any instructions. Step 1, you want to tell the step 1, step 2, etc. Yes, click on sections. This is very very important. So sections, click on add underscore, right, collection is data collection, what is this one, right? So here we decide what are the columns and what are rows, etc. So yes, I want all the columns, right? So click on group by. Okay, we'll group by always bond type. Okay, right. So click on mapping. Here we give the POV. So something went wrong. Here it should come. So right, group by, you have to select all these columns you have selected, right? So mapping. Now come here. You can see the mapping now. So click on here and select the POV. In this POV, by default data source, it will take as supplementary data. So as of now, there will be a separate head in accounts also, but as of now, for example, I'm giving cash, okay? Right. We'll enter the data in this cash. Done. Product, always no product. Yes, movement, changes in cash. Enter. So intercompany, no intercompany. Multi-gap, no multi-gap. Right? Okay. Or you can put it as local gap, whatever you want. Okay, done. Close. So I have taken, here you can see account dimension, intercompany, movement, multi-gap, and product. You don't see entity, scenario, entity, year period. Scenario, year period. While deploying the form, we select the scenario, year period. Then what is entity? You will see in next 2 minutes. Okay. So again, right here also you have to map the CSH cache. Yes. Product, no product. Movement, changes in cache. So intercompany, no intercompany, multi-gap, no multi-gap. Yes, done, done. Okay, done. So my sections are completed. So workflow, here we decide the entity and security also. So yes, when it is started, Yes, periodic frequencies, periodic schedule from start date and end date and close date. Okay, or you can put minus one also, means when it should schedule. You have given the start date or end date, right? When it should start at the start date or end date. So yes, I'll keep like this only, it doesn't matter. Okay, now what is the workflow? Means one person will create, one person will prepare, one person will approve, one person will post. So I'll do with preparer and poster. Two is enough. See, since we cannot practice with three or four users at a time, right? So I'll put preparer and you poster. Okay, done. So I click on this add button here. I'll give entity. So for every entity, right, you can create a separate preparer and separate poster. So preparer. So here we need another person, but here I'm using my name only. Okay, search. Okay, right, search, done. Okay, integrator, same, I'll give my name only. In live, right, we'll give different name, so that one person will create the form, one person will enter the data and submit, another person will post. Right, done. So this is India. For India I created this. This is called workflow. So workflow means we'll give the frequency, we'll give the start date and end date, and then we'll give the workflow option, who has to prepare, who has to approve, and who has to post. Okay, here we decided only two users, preparer and poster. So click on questions now. So you can ask some mandatory questions. When I click on this one, it will ask for the question. Okay, is entered. So what is the type of question? Yes or no. Role, who has to uh, create this? So preparer or integrator. Required means mandatory. When I put this one, until and unless he answers this question, he cannot post the data. So click OK. That's it. So my form is created. Save and close. That's it. Now where is my form? Yes, now I have to deploy this form. Then you can start entering the data. Now go to Oracle, right? Go to tasks. Here you can see, can you see the data forms? See, so January 2015, January, remove February. So right, I'll, okay, here, right, somebody has already practiced, right? So can you see investment underscore Raj? No, right? So when you deploy the form, automatically it will come it here, it will come here. Okay, see, so n number of times you can deploy. Every month you can use the same form again and again and change the values, and then you can post it. Okay, so we'll go to supplementary data, and then we'll deploy the form. So click on this form. Sorry, cancel this. So here you are seeing actions or three dots, right? See, so click on actions, deploy. So what is the interval period? Yes, whatever the periods open, right? Click OK. So what is the form you have to deploy? This one. Click on deploy, select that and deploy. See, click OK. So it will clearly tell you how many forms are deployed. You can create a number of forms. Once it is deployed, it will come to the tasks. Click OK, close, close. Now go to Oracle and go to tasks here. You will see the form. So 2014 January, right? Why it is not showing? Refresh. So just give me 1 second. Where did we deploy the form? Click on actions, deploy. Okay, year 2013. That is the problem. So 2015, right? Yes. Click 1 minute. Just give me 1 second. So here, go to supplementary data, click on collection periods. Oh, we have started with 2013, right? Yes, no issue. So click here, go to tasks, go to 2013, remove this 15. Now see, it's deployed. Form is deployed, right? So here you can see late. When you click on this late, you can see this one already. So because already, right? Here you can see late. So this is called task compliance dashboard. So what is the date? It should complete by August 19th. But today is August 23, right? 22nd, right? So it is already late. So it will clearly show you start date, end date, and whatever the data forms we have to deploy. I mean, we have to enter the data this week, right? 7 days today late, it will show it here. All the tasks. So click on tasks, open this, and then enter the data. See, you can click on this. See, you can see bond type. This is summary, means we have created a key identifier, right? So here we will put all the key identifiers in the details and group by bond type. That is the reason here you see the bond type. Click on add button. Yes, enter the data. What is bond type? So SCCURED, SCCURED, secured bond rating. So you have to refresh this actually. Bond name should come here. So I'm closing this one. We'll go to right here. Go to supplementary data. So where is this one? Here, right? Form templates or data sets collections, right? So attributes. So can I move it here? Yes. Bond name, yes. Yes, bond name, bond type, bond name, bond rating, bond value, yes. Save and close. Now again go to forms and then actions, redeploy. N number of times you can redeploy. Okay, so 13, yes. Click ok, yes. Deploy, reset all, yes. Right now select this and okay, it will override the existing already deployed form. Okay, during the first implementation time we always do the trail and error like this only, right? So close this one now. Close this one now. Go to Oracle tasks. Here you can see yes 2013, right? When you open now you will see no. So just give me 1 second. First we will undeploy. Okay, so go to supplementary data. Yes, click on this, undeploy the form 2013. Yes, click on this and then undeploy. Yes, close this. Close this, go to here and see whether you it is deleted or not. Yes, there is no forms. Right now go to supplementary data. Once again we will see the collections whether it is reorganized or not. Attributes, right? First bond type, bond name, yes. Cancel. Now go to forms, right sections. Just once again I'm seeing yes columns. So here also yes. Done. Okay, save and close. Now we'll click on actions, deploy 2013 January. Yes, deploy. Yes, okay. Then click on close, go to Oracle tasks and see, you see, yes, now see bond type, bond name, yes. Click on add button. First one is SCCURED, secured bonds. Bond name is, we'll put it as bond rating AAA plus. So we are entering two types of values. One is 20,000 is value, and this is a second one, secure bonds. State government bonds, we'll put it as AAA. Yes, 20,000. Unsecured bonds, we'll put it as BBB. Yes, unsecured bonds. Say third party, right? From third party, BB. Right, third one, blue chip company bonds. Yes, so we can put it as bonds BBB. Likewise, right? Now click on save button. See, now you will see secured bonds, unsecured bonds, total blue chip bonds. So it will be grouped with the bond type. Now click on submit button. So since I am the preparer, so click on submit. I can submit. Now, right? Another person will log in. Whoever has the post right, he will log in, and then he will click on this post button. See, all mandatory questions must be answered. So there is a question mark here, right? So yes, is supplementary data entered? You have to tick on this yes or no, and then you have to click on this post. See, once data is submitted, it is not entered. So shall we see it in the system? See, so let me open the Excel. We'll see whether the data is entered or not. Click on this smart view panel, private connection. So ad hoc analysis, I am creating a grid here, and we will see whether the data is entered or not. We entered for cash, right, as of now, but in live they will use it for investment in subsidiaries or bonds, etc. They will create a separate heading, investments, my investments or something, and then they will do it. So yes, POV. So yes, 1 minute. So copy this, done, done. So yes. So scenario ACTUL, actual PER, IODAC, periodic, entity, currency. So what is the moment? CHNG changes in CASH cash. So data source DATA INPUT, consolidation ENTA, entity input, intercompany, no intercompany. So multi gap, no multi gap, product, no product, right? Yes, FI 13. So period is Jan. INDIA India CASH cash. So refresh. So FI13. So go to, I have a doubt here. So go to dimensions. Is there FI13 year here? Years. So FI13 is year is not there. See. So we have deleted that year. So we have to, okay. Let me create the years. Okay, add years to yes. No. Click on actions. Refresh database. Later on, I'll delete all those data forms which are deployed to FI13. That is the reason the period is still existing there. I request all the people if they add the number of years before, right, to delete those, but they don't delete. Okay, there is a problem here. So what do we do? Okay, we'll see it here now. So ad hoc analysis, console, reuse. So delete this. Okay, right. So right. So actual FI13 January. So come here, go to scenario dimension also. FI13 will be, it's not opened. So FI13 save. Now come here and refresh and see. Done, we are good. So now we'll post the data here. Tasks. Okay, so since we refresh the database, it went off, huh? Yes. So yes, go to supplementary data. So right click on actions, deploy. Yes, once again, deploy. We have to retype everything. We will do it. Click on close, close, go to tasks again. Two 2013. It is not yet deployed. Okay, just give me 1 second. We'll delete all those. Anyhow, we have to delete, right? So click on dimensions. We'll delete this too. Click on dimensions, years, delete to okays, no, where, okay. So click on supplementary data. First click on undeploy. See, start years, right? It created a problem. So whenever you create any start years, right, immediately please delete it. 2015 will be our start year, okay? So now come here, go to dimensions. Once again, we will try to delete these years. Somewhere, okay. Click on actions, show uses. Where is it used? Okay, we'll go to supplementary data. First, we'll open the periods for 2015. It is already open. So, reset. I'm resetting everything. We'll take August 1. Okay, so click on start date and then end date and then right. So, we'll put it as this one. Save and then open the period. So, we'll deploy it for August. Okay, so come here, go to forms, click on actions, deploy. So 2015, so August. Okay, deploy. 'Close. Now go to Oracle tasks, select 2015 and then select period as August. Click open. Now you have to enter the data again. So secured bond name, rating value 25,000, secured 25,000, 20,000, 20,000, right? Right, save, done. Click on submit and then click on questions, yes, post, done. Data is posted. Now you can see in the Excel. So it is August, right? FI 15 AUG August. Refresh. Can I see data here? Why you cannot see? So it will be posted in supplementary data, not data input. There is a separate heading given in, right? So click on remove this and click on total data source, total input. Here this is the place where you entered the data. By default it will enter there only. So refresh. See, so here there is a circle given. So you cannot drill it from Excel, but you can drill it from data grid. See, now come here, the same thing, close it here. Yes, go to Oracle, go to data. Is there any supplementary data form created? Yes. Yes, supplementary data form. See, I created a supplementary data form here. So here it is 2000 F15 and period is August. Go. See, 1,40,000. So you can see a mark here. So right click on this and then supplemental data. Automatically it will open the supplementary data form. See? So likewise, you can further drill down the data which you entered. So you can see the members. Okay, there are two security bond blue chip companies 50,000, secured 50,000, unsecured 40,000. So here you can see the details of complete data form. Clear? This is called supplementary data form. So can I delete these values now? It is not possible. So come here in the Excel sheet, change it to some 1,50,000 or and then click on submit button. It will throw an error message. See, an error occurred while saving the data. So yes, refresh. It will come. Now, how do I delete this data? Can anybody guess and tell? How do I delete this data? Simple. You have to undeploy the form. Come here, close this one, right? Close this one, go to supplementary data. So click on actions, undeploy. So 2015 August, yes, undeploy. Select OK, that's it. Automatically, whatever the data you entered, right? The entire data will be cleared. See, click on close, close. Now go to your Excel sheet and refresh and see whether data is cleared or not. See, so to clear the data in supplementary data management, you have to undeploy the form. Likewise, every month we will redeploy the form again and again, and you will change the values and you will enter the data. Clear? This is called supplementary data management.